Saw the list right there, Adoree. Mike Mayock has you tied with Mr. King at 5th. There's 4 guys ahead of you. How do you feel about that right about now?
Being a competitor, being tied for 5th is not what you want to be. You're always shooting for number 1. But the only thing I can do is when I get drafted, is go out there and show that I'm the number 1 corner.
Adoree, Ike speaking. I just want to know, who would you imitate? Who do you like in the NFL now as a cornerback, 1? 2, who would you like to go against week in and week out if you could at the receiver position?
As a corner position, I idolize my game after Adam Pac-Man Jones and Patrick Peterson. Those are 2 guys that I like a lot. Patrick Peterson went to LSU. I see the things that he done. And then Pac-Man Jones being my size and being the guy that is feisty on the defensive side and can do return game. And week in and week out, if I had to pick somebody to stick, I like Odell. I like Julio. I like all the big top-notch receivers because I know they are out there getting that great work in every week. So I'm just looking forward to go against anybody once I get drafted.
So you like competition?
Yeah, of course. Competition is my thing. So my junior year, that's what I did. I followed the best receiver all year round. Just to get ready for this stage of my life.
I love it.
Adoree, what's your favorite position, man? I'm looking at your stats, bro. You got 8 return touchdowns, 4 kickoff, 4 punt return. You take reverses, look like almost to the house. You can catch. You talked about the receivers that you admire and you model your game after. What does your heart say? What's your favorite position on the football field?
My favorite position is the defensive back. I like being out there on the island, being able to stick the receiver, and just being on the defensive side of the ball when you're on an away game. The offense is rowdy up, they're loud, and then you can go out there and just take the heart out of the team. So I like being a defensive player because it's something that the fans look forward to when you are at home, and when you're away, they don't want to see out there on the field. So I like being a defensive back.
If you had one thing to say to a general manager, they all watch our show right now. If you had one thing to say to them, what would you say to a general manager in the National Football League why they should select you?
Not speaking for what I do on the field, I think off the field who I am. Just a great person, a great locker room presence. I feel like a brother to the team, and I feel like I bring the right mindset, and everybody's going to be on the same page. I want to be a champion just like those guys, so I think being a competitor, having the right mindset, always being positive and upbeat, and I think I'm a great locker room presence. So that's what I would pitch to a general manager, not anything that I do on the field, just what I do off the field and how I am as a person.
Adoree, I know you know our Willie McGinnis, and 55 said there's nothing you can't do on the field. Mike asked you about the GMs. I know the owners and GMs and head coaches, they like players that can self-reflect a little bit. What's the one thing or maybe the one area of your game that desperately needs to improve before you're at your best at the NFL level?
For me, the game that needs to improve would be just my technique, because I do 6 months track, 6 months football, so I haven't had a full time to go out there and actually get the muscle memory and the repetition. So I think you can teach technique, but the things that I have, you can't teach. Just ball skills, being a competitor, having heart, and not quitting. So all I got to do is work on technique and getting fundamentally sound, and I think that's not a bad thing to have to work on.
Adoree, this is Ike again. I don't know any better, but you did say brother. Do you have a brother named A$AP Rocky?
I hear it all the time. A lot of people always say I look like him.
Yeah.
Okay. One of these days I got to meet him. So, yeah, I call him Quinn all the time.
All right.
Yeah, he does bear a striking resemblance. No word on how his 16 bars sound, but we do know that he's looking to make a big splash on Sundays in the National Football League. Adoree Jackson, he's a shutdown defender from USC. Adoree, thanks for the time, and fight on, my man.
Thanks for having me. God bless you guys.